So because they love me, you see, I get a gift. Look at this.
We would love to gift you some.
It's really what I thought it was. It's dead in the water. Morning. Probably not used to seeing me in, I call it the big smoke, baby. Well, Melbourne is the big smoke compared to where we're normally hanging out in the goldfields and, you know, around all them quiet little areas that we love to look at. We're going to the, it's a Melbourne Antiques Fair. I don't know what we're going to find. This place is pretty, it's a little bit like this, you know, for me anyway, like this is me, mate. Like, I'm not really a shirt-collared kind of guy, but I'm curious to see what we're going to find in here, mate. Like, I'm thinking it's probably going to be a little bit more expensive, but let's get after it and have a look. I just found another one of them street maps. I saw one of these very recently. This one's probably, to be honest, it looks to be the same genre. Goes down Moorabbin, out as far as Werribee. They're saying 1950s. You don't see many of them. Melbourne and suburbs. Sorry about the light. I don't really do art, right? You guys know I don't do much art, but this really stood out. It says that it's done by a guy called David Boyd, 1924 to 2011. But it says Burke and Wills in the Desert, 1957, 1958 oil painting. So I'm assuming that David Boyd lived between 1924 and 2011. He's the artist. And then I'm assuming that the painting's dated 57, 58. There's no price on it, so it sort of tells me that if you have to ask, you can't afford it. But the detail in that, it's as quirky as quirky. And I mean, I don't really do art normally, right? This thing's cool, mate. Okay, so my impressions in here are that this place it's pretty big. It's way bigger than the Ballarat one that we covered, like by 6 or 7 times bigger. It is very, sorry, but it is. The painting that I was just looking at, that Burke and Wills, $75,000 buys that. Wow. It's true what I said. If you have to ask, it means that you can't afford it. And yeah, I can't afford it. But anyway, I'm just going to keep pondering around here and see what else. There's plenty of this stuff, look. Like the stalls are actually laid out really good. They must have spent some time bringing in truckloads of stuff to do this, but anyway, it's like eye candy everywhere. I don't really know what direction to go, but I'm just going to keep walking around looking at it all because I love it. Look at this masterpiece. It says, fine French religious banner, patterned brocade and metal fringing. It's $2,400. Never really seen something like that. Look at this quirky fella. It just says it's a 17th century portrait. Oil canvas.
Exactly right, exactly right.
So it is a leopard.
It is a leopard, mate. It sure is.
And 6.5 buys it. That's actually cheaper than I thought you were going to say.
6.5, and you know what? Even negotiable on that.
He says he's negotiable.
This fella here, he's about, we've estimated him to be about 1860 to 1880, so he's a really old one.
He's that old?
Yeah, he's an older one, bud, yeah. So the thing about
You reckon it would have resided in Australia, or do you reckon it would have resided in?
it was
like
in UK.
Okay.
So it came from UK to here. Right, it used to be in some museum over in the UK. A friend of mine who owns the military in Geelong, he purchased it 50 years ago. He purchased a turtle and a kid named this guy. I bought them all off him, but he's had it for 50 years. So it's, you know, the age is going back.
Wow.
And this guy, what the story was with him, they would have used this as a throw for your gentlemen's club. They would have had those beautiful big couches, and this would have sat on the back of the couch. So when the gentlemen sat down on the couch, they felt like picnics. You know what I mean? But yeah,
And you would
beautiful
too.
piece. And
It's
it
got
was
that.
never put on the ground, so it's never been walked on. All right, there's no prints, there's no markings. A bit of sun shading here and there, but that's all.
Yeah, it's a great piece. I really like
I'm
it.
glad you appreciate it.
I love it.
Yeah.
And I like the salty too.
Oh, salt is the best.
It's getting some attention too.
Just missing an eye.
He's missing one eye, is
Yeah,
he?
missing
Oh,
one
he is
eye.
too. Look at
Yeah,
that.
He's been in battle.
He's been brawling.
That is worth 2,200.
He's 2,200.
Yes.
Wonder what a big one goes for. Have you seen a big one? Because you seem to have a bit of it. So do you know? Like,
Oh, it's up to 10, 15, 20, all depends.
sky's the limit.
Yeah.
These are the earliest form of photograph that you'll probably come across. This one here is superb. Asking prices, you get a bit of change out of $200, and it's actually really superb. The case is all there. The case is all intact. The gold gilting is perfect. It doesn't look like it's been plucked out and tampered with. The only drama is, and you're probably not going to see it on camera, the only drama is that the little girl is slightly out of focus because her face is very slightly blurred. And it's a shame. Mum's face is sort of in focus, but hers is sort of missed out. It's a real bummer. If it was in focus, it's worth the asking price all day, but out of focus, I'm sort of on the fence. This woman here, she's very much in focus. It's just the case, the gilting, it's in nowhere near the condition of this one. And this one here, well, I don't know, it's just another fine looking lady in a portrait mode photograph, which is pretty common, to be honest, as this one is too, quite common. But once you start getting a few people in them, they get a little bit rarer. It's a nice piece though. I really sort of like it. If it was in focus, we wouldn't be having this conversation. I'd just have to bring it home with me. I'd have to find the money to do it. But you get these little clasp cases, little tiny clasps, still on the side intact. So it's somebody's treasured item, and it's just a grouse piece. Got some stereo cards here as well. And you put in that machine, and you get like a three-dimensional image. Quite common. And then this pile here, what do we got? These are like postcards. Just one there. It's written on. What's it say? I don't know. Religious sort of genre. They're all different. Landmarks, different landmarks. What's this one? These are a bit cheesy sometimes. Birthday joys. Look at you. I appreciate that. So we just got offered a discount on some pictures. This gentleman has a massive collection of all sorts of genre. Excerpts from comic books and nudies. Can't put that on YouTube. I'm gonna have to block that. There's all sorts of genre. What's that? That's cool. Maybe a page out of a book. That's cool. Very cool. So's that. Never know what you find amongst this sort of stuff. Maps. Not real keen on maps. What's this? Hunting old F-frame in the Rockies. Who's a frame? Who's a front, like a bear? Is that a name for a bear? What do we got here? Old articles. Sacred Heart College, Ballarat. That's cool. Early mining photos, which are very cool. Early picture there of Maryborough. Some of these are cool. These are sort of hitting it. Early diggings. It says not a reproduction on a lot of this stuff. What's this? Alluvial diggings in Victoria. I like that. Guaranteed 120 years old, it says. Parliament House, Melbourne, which is a pretty splendid looking building, let's be real. Clunes, there's an early one of Clunes. That's cool. It says circa 1890, not a modern reproduction. I don't know where they would have got them from. Early one here at Creswick as well. That's very cool. I don't know what they would have come out of though, like to be them early sort of line drawings. I'm not sure. Quartz crushing mill. 1879, they're saying. Oh, this is cool down here. Look at this one. The diamond drill, Creswick, Victoria. That is very cool. It's like an early drill rig. We go to this side, Sydney State School, Ballarat. Buninyong. Early gold diggings, Buninyong. That could have been anywhere though, really, like sceneries like that. Not trying to say that it's not Buninyong, but like a couple of tents with a mountain in the background that doesn't look anything like Mount Buninyong. The Pharaohs, 80 bucks, obviously some sort of reproduction, something. All right, here's one of my findings that I've just sort of figured out. Vintage jewellery is a big deal. Vintage glass is not. There seems to be, anybody that's got like vintage jewellery shops, they're swamped with customers. The vintage glass thing is, it's really what I thought it was. It's dead in the water. Not many people very interested in that sort of stuff. But this section here is more so like vintage jewellery and stuff, and it is super busy. I'm not going to probably show too much of it because I don't really know what I'm looking at, but it's just an observation I've made. It's a big deal, yeah, vintage jewellery. Look at the layout of some of these sections. Yeah. It's awesome. Look at the mat, retro furniture. There's wild looking retro furniture over here. This is cool as. And the mat. More retro furniture. The way it's sort of all laid out is very, very cool. What's around here? I like these. Look at these. It's actually really nice. It's $4,500, but it's nice. This big setting over here, massive. $16,500. Bit out of my budget today, sorry. It's cool. It's look at the size of them columns under there. I want a forklift to get that thing in here. I think the retro furniture's making it. Look at this picture, actually. That's very cool. So's that. There's a lot of stuff to look at here, to be honest with you. I think the retro furniture's definitely making a major comeback. This stuff over here is really, I think some people are really going off with it, yeah? Like they seem to be, I don't know, seems to be a bit of a deal. A lot of people are setting it up in their houses now, and it's quite a thing, so. This is Sophia, and Sophia's doing some very crazy painting. Is this all your work, Sophia?
This one, they came all the way from Burma.
Burma? And this is all your work here?
Yes, of course.
You're doing a good job, buddy.
Thank you very much.
You painter as well?
No, I'm just like first.
People can look it up, so viewers will be able to look that up. And what's your accent? Very strong accent.
Yeah, Russian.
Russian? A white Russian. Okay, so the girls are the favourites.
You can see their art as well.
I love the art. I love this one. And I love this one here. Look. This thing here. This is a masterpiece. How much is that picture? $12,500.
Yes.
Can I get a loan?
have to talk with friends.
So because they love me, you see, I get a gift. Look at this.
We would love to gift you some our traditional bag
Appreciate it.
with art, so we use it with nice time.
That's beautiful. Look at this. I'm going to use it and treasure it. Look at this. Thank you very much. Thank you. So this gentleman rebuilds these things, and they're cheap. $450 buys one of these things. If you ever wanted a, what would you call it, like a retro looking gap filler in your lounge room. I know not everybody would put this stuff in their lounge room. I would, but so cheap, like literally so cheap. Look at this one on the end, in a bit better light. They're just cool as old school wireless. Philips, 1938 Philips, they're saying. This one's an Astor, 1936, 1938, 1940. And these all go, don't they? They go. I've just got the nod. They actually go. We can listen to the radio. Straight in the door, we got this. Look at this masterpiece. Bronze. Again, if you have to, what's it say on the side? It says Madame Seidel 1883. I don't know. Madame Seidel or something? Seilat? C-E-I-L-A-T. England, Galame, 1883. Yeah, I don't know, but it's wild. It's wild. And then this dude, this has got another maker's mark on it, Deschanel or something. Look at it. Notice the genitalia area's got a leaf over it. I think that's sort of cool. Are they symbols or hats in his hand or what? I don't know. What are they? I don't know what they are. It's like Roman tooling or, yeah, I don't know. But it's cool. And then old mate over here. You reckon he goes to the gym or what? Busting out them mad protein shakes? I bet he does. Look at the biceps on this guy. The pecs. He's got a 10-pack. He's got glutes, calves. Look at them calves. Mate, you're not beating that guy for quids. He's an ass kicker for sure. And then over here, the victorious woman. Well, she's not really a victorious woman, it's a victorious gentleman taking a beautiful woman, horseback. No, he is the horse. Look at that. He is the horse. He's actually the horse. He is victorious. Yeah, the gentleman tells me that he's called a centaur, half horse, half man. I sort of knew that. The name sort of come to me a little bit. Come to me after I'd finished. A little crab down there. That little crab is $6,200. Wow. This gentleman has, look at this up the back. It's only $2,000. I mean, it's got, and I say only $2,000, but it's a billiard scorer. It's genuine old one. That's cool, mate, for a pool hall. He's actually got a lot of cool stuff in here. This little chest of drawers here. I know I say all the time that furniture's dead, but it's not really. Like some of this sort of furniture is just, it's superb. Chest of drawers here from 1860. Like the build quality of this stuff is crazy. Let's get a look. Look at that. The way it's joined here, look. It's just nice stuff. It slides really good too, just quietly. I wonder if it has a key. But yeah, moral of my story was, how's the billiard scorer? That's grouse. What a beautiful woman if she was wearing that. Absolutely superb. Look at that thing. There's another one here. It's got that real Lucille Ball look that I often talk about. There's another one here. They're just grouse. I know people can't really wear that stuff nowadays, but how cool is that? How cool is that? I just see in the bottom of this cupboard here, little portraits. I've never really seen these before. I'm sure they're common. It says early 20th century portrait miniature on ivory, and it's signed 1901, so it's not really that old, it's just at the turn of the century. Another one here in that little oval frame. It's on ivory. Ivory's the tusk of elephant. There's more up here too. This good looking gent. There's some women up a little bit further there, but really it's not. Yeah, I mean, they're cool. I've never seen them. I've not seen them. Look at that gent there. It's like a photograph, but then his body's been added in like, I wish I could show you a bit better. His body's been added in like oil paint maybe, or I would say grey lead pencil, but there's a little girl up there too. She's like surrounded in diamonds. Can't really see in this case. Look at this sideboard. I don't know what it is with me, but I love this old furniture. I've picked up a heap of it before beside the road even, that people are literally about to chop up with a chainsaw. I've also probably overpaid for some of it. I don't know why I buy it. I like it, look at it. He's asking $6,500 on that. It is absolutely superb. Like the craftsmanship in this thing, look at the carving in the wood. Like, it's cool. This guy's got a lot of quirky furniture. It's like a map drawer. You lift the top up and then you can, I'm sure if I open that, let me just try. If we open this one here or another. Yeah, so you put all your ink, and there's no ink stains on this, maybe a little bit here, a little bit here. But there's little drawers and stuff to put your, you know, your little nibs for your ink pens. Look at the ink stains down in here, hey? Look. That's history, mate, right there. Very cool. Another little drawer here, look. It's cool stuff, mate. I think that will stay, yeah, no, it won't. There's probably a stay to make that stay there, and then it's like to lean on, you know, so you can write your little letters or whatever, and then you pack it all away and it's all neat and tidy. Huh. Just superb. What are we asking on this? Couple of grand buys it. This place is super, it's super big. I mean, there's vendors in every direction. There's, I don't know, pretty much anything you'd want to find in here on that sort of level of genre. There's any amount of furniture stalls, any amount of jewellery, glass. To be honest, I find myself sort of mesmerised a bit walking around these joints. The amount of diversity in the stuff that you find. So there's always, you know, if you walk around the mill markets and places like that, you generally find a lot of scrap heap stuff, but in these places you find things and different interests that you never really knew existed. There's some very fine and expensive too items out there that people collect and trade and sell, and these places is where you'll find those things. There's a lot of Chinese art, there's a lot of abstract paintings, oil paintings, stuff that you wouldn't have thought that you'd ever be interested in, but something resonates with you when you see it, if that makes sense. Anyway, if you've watched this far, I'm at the entrance, which means I'm exiting. And there's a flock of people coming in, mate. You should see it. It's like a sea of people. It's nearly lunchtime, so I got here early. I've done my round and I'm out of here. Dudes, if you hung out with me for this long, I appreciate you all hanging out with me, and we will catch up on the next run. Bye, everyone.